Miss Rose on True TV, 76,000. I said this last time. Shout out to M. Me too. The reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too. And I want y'all to realize that Angel Reese is facing a really tough time. Her spotlight is getting dimmer as fewer people watch the league. She used to be super popular, but now people are asking questions. Has her being there actually hurt the game more than it helped it? The numbers show us something really shocking. Americans clearly don't want to watch fake basketball. That's not just what I think, it's the truth. When the Unrivaled League started, everyone had really high hopes. The league said it would change women's basketball forever. It started off pretty good, getting 300,000 people to watch the first few games. We've got to be totally honest here. It is a league first, and the most important thing is that the league will make money for a long time, or at least it looks like it might. If not, when that TV deal ends in 3 years, it's over. And right now, this hasn't been the best look in the world for Unrivaled. Fans were excited to see how the league's biggest stars would do on this new stage. Angel Reese was one of the players people were most excited to watch. But as the season went on, something bad started happening. The number of people watching began to drop really fast, especially when Reese was playing. Now, some games barely get 100,000 people watching when she plays. This makes people wonder, is Angel Reese not as exciting to watch as everyone thought? The Journal says Unrivaled is getting 204,000 viewers on average so far. Monday night, there were 2 more games on TNT. The first game was between the Vinyl and the Phantom. That's an interesting name, Phantom. It perfectly describes their ratings. Their audience is like a ghost. They literally can't find people who want to watch. Angel Reese came into the Unrivaled League with everyone saying she's going to be better than all the other players. They thought she would bring ticket sales and lots of people watching like Caitlin Clark does. But as we know, that's not what Angel does. She doesn't have the same effect that Caitlin does. Now, viewers are choosing to watch Kate Martin and don't even want to watch Reese. But Angel Reese doesn't belong in this league. Angel Reese. This league is just a paycheck for Angel Reese. When Reese plays, the league's viewership drops a lot. This suggests that her being there may not bring in as many fans as people first thought, while other stars in the league keep bringing in viewers or even get more people to watch when they play. Reese's games see way fewer people watching. This could be because of different reasons. Maybe fans expected her to play much better, or maybe playing against tough competition shows problems with her game that weren't as obvious when she played in college. Either way, the drop in numbers is a troubling sign for both Reese and the league. The Rose and Lunar Owls game had 89,000 people watching. There were less than 100,000 people watching this game. I mean, that is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, this was a game where Angel Reese played. She is supposed to be the biggest draw in the league. One of the lowest points of Reese's early time in the Unrivaled League came when she was benched and Lexi Hall got to play instead. Hall played better than Reese in several parts of the game, which made the coaches make a bold decision. She found herself sitting on the bench, watching as Hull took over her spot. To make things worse, when Reese did play, her performance was far from what fans expected. She had her worst game of the season, struggling to make any impact on either end of the floor. Her usual dominance in the paint was stopped, and her defensive mistakes were really obvious instead of the aggressive, confident player fans were used to seeing. Reese looked out of sync, hesitant, and sometimes completely lost. One of the game's lowest moments came when Reese got beaten off the dribble multiple times, looking slow and unable to recover on defense. Another low point was when she tried a putback layup only for the ball to hit the bottom of the rim. This moment quickly went around social media as a symbol of her struggles. These poor performances have only made people debate more about whether Reese is truly a star at the professional level or simply a product of hype that isn't working out. Like Angel Reese played over Azer, like they started Angel Reese fourth over Azer. And look, Angel Reese had a horrible game. Like a terrible game. The drop in viewership when Reese plays raises an important question. Why aren't fans staying to watch her? One reason could be that there's a difference between what people expected and what's actually happening. Reese came into the league with a strong brand and lots of social media followers, making many people assume she would dominate just like she did in college. However, professional play is a different challenge, and her struggles against elite competition are obvious. Fans who watched expecting to see the same level of dominance may have been disappointed and turned their attention somewhere else. Reese does well in the paint and is a strong rebounder, but in a league that increasingly values being able to do many things, shooting and playing fast, her game might not be as exciting to watch. Reese has struggled to make a consistent impact. Making these problems worse is the recent benching in favor of Lexie Hull. When a player once called a future star finds themselves on the bench, it can shake confidence not just for Reese, but for those watching too. Fans may see this as a sign that she's struggling mentally, which can make people less interested in watching her perform. Believable Lexie Hull showing Angel Reese how it's done. It was an awful game for Angel Reese. Guys, she's getting worked. The early results in the Unrivaled League have been a humbling experience for Angel Reese. The sharp drop in viewership when she plays, combined with her on-court struggles, is an undeniable wake-up call. Whether this marks a temporary slump or a deeper exposure of her limitations remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that if Reese wants to get back her star power, she'll have to do more than rely on past achievements and social media. B-U-Z-Z. It's time for her to prove that she's more than just a name. She has to be a game changer on the court too. The Unrivaled League was supposed to be a fresh start for women's basketball. Right now, for Angel Reese, it's feeling more like a harsh reality check. The next few games will be crucial in determining whether she can turn things around or if the league and its fans are ready to move on without her. But Angel Reese specifically has been brutally exposed, and her own fans have stopped watching her in this thing. They have stopped watching. How do you know 89,000 viewers last Saturday when she was on TV? 89,000. Angel Reese wanted her moment, a signature shot that would show her authority on the game and send a message to her doubters. Standing confidently at the logo, she pulled up for a deep three, a move Caitlin Clark had turned into an art form, but instead of making a perfect shot into the net, the ball sailed through the air, hitting off the rim in a miss so bad that everyone in the crowd made an audible groan. It was a defining moment, but not the one Reese had imagined. She's incredible. She's got range that you have to pick her up basically as soon as she crosses the half-court line because she's dangerous from everywhere. Like, you start watching shooting against her like Caitlin Clark's going to be in that conversation here for years. Not like that girl can flat out shoot. While Reese struggled to find her rhythm, Kate Martin continued to prove that she was the true breakout star of Unrivaled. Despite the league being filled with highly talked about names, Martin had quietly made herself its most consistent and effective player. She didn't need the hype. Her game spoke for itself. And against Reese, she left no doubt about who the better player was. Martin was the engine of the Laces, dominating on both ends of the floor with relentless intensity. She made shots, gave out assists, and hustled for every loose ball. But it was her physicality that truly set the tone. When Reese drove into the lane looking to score, Martin met her head on, delivering an aggressive yet clean tackle that sent Reese crashing to the hardwood. The moment was a symbolic shift. One player struggling to live up to expectations, the other exceeding all of them. The Laces overwhelmed Reese's team from start to finish, executing with precision while exposing every weakness in their opponents. Martin's leadership was evident as she controlled the game's tempo and delivered in clutch moments. While Reese fought to find her footing, Martin was already miles ahead, guiding her squad to yet another decisive victory. As the final buzzer sounded, the scoreboard told the full story. The Laces remained undefeated, while Reese's squad continued to struggle. It was clear that, so far, the only real star to emerge from Unrivaled was Kate Martin. She wasn't the loudest player on the court, nor did she come in with the biggest expectations, but she had proven time and again that she had the skills, toughness, and mentality to lead a team to victory. So there's probably not one individual player that has benefited more from Unrivaled than Kate Martin. Look, Kate Martin was somebody that came into the WNBA and nobody, and I mean nobody, thought she was going to make the Las Vegas Aces roster. Like the Las Vegas Aces drafted 3 players. Obviously, Liz Kitley was injured. Everyone thought Liz Kitley is probably going to go and make that Vegas team eventually. And a lot of people thought Deasia Fair